This is your girl Midas Touch Baby coming back to you with a review of Love After Lockup. Let's talk about how mentally stable are you, not you, but the people on this show. Let's talk about one of our couples, Zariah and Troy. You know they're from Syracuse, New York, so they started off giving us the morning afterglow of Zariah and Troy, talking about that she was very satisfied with the package, and we are like, okay, girl, we don't need to hear any of that. Then we get into her telling Troy, hey, babe, I invited your mom to come here and she's going to be spending a night at the place with us. Girl, what? First of all, for the look on Troy's face, he was not happy about it, and he said he wasn't happy about it. Him and his mother have not seen each other not once since he was locked up, and he gave us the backstory that his mother had left him with one of her friends when he was 3 years old and didn't come back for him. He was in and out of foster homes from his dad's house going to foster care just about his whole life. So, Zavaya, what made you think this was a good idea, dear? This was a horrible idea. You should let that man and his mama work out their own things without you inputting. But you know what? You're going to find out. Stay in your lane, baby. Stay in your lane. Anyway, they finally made it back to her home, and her son was so happy to see him. He jumped on him, hugged on him, and he identifies him as his dad. And you know what? If that's his daddy, that's his daddy. I just wish that it was some more realization coming to that young boy, because he's going to be disappointed when he finds out what his mama did with his daddy, because you purposely left his daddy off the birth certificate. And not saying that Troy's a bad guy. We don't really know Troy, but Troy has done bad things, just like, Ashley L's daddy. For you to say that this man is better than his daddy, okay, let's see how this work out for you, boo, because they both was locked up together. Anyway, Troy did want to be his father, and Troy's very excited to be with him. And he knows the child since he was 5 years old. So you know what? It is what it is. But as with Zariah's sister, let's talk about her in the next episode. Let's talk about Letitia and Keith. Shall we? All right. It's not much to talk about Letitia and Keith, because you know what? I don't believe they whole storyline. I don't believe that Keith was ever coming home. I honestly believe that Letitia hoodwink Weed TV just to get back on TV because she needed a check. You can tell by her weave that she was rocking this season. Her hair wasn't combed down. She was up here getting a notice from the sheriff department about Keith not coming out. Was it really about the Keith not coming out, or about what everybody was saying about you online hitting this foreclosure thing? Either way, you have a lot going on. I don't believe it, but you know what? I'm going to watch it because it's on TV. Next, let's talk about these two right here, Shanta and True True. Is so immature and ungrateful. And you know what? The only good thing he said in this whole relationship right here is that they need to take a step back from being engaged. The bad thing he said, I'ma still come and live with you. The stupid thing about it, she'll let him. She will let him come into her home with her two kids and her world and just mess it up. But go ahead, Shanta. You're desperate. I call it like I see it. She's desperate. And you know what? Can we be honest about your finances? Tell this man you broke. You got him thinking that you alright. You not alright. You're broke. You broke. You got lint in your pockets and you can't afford nothing. And just be honest with him, because when you honest, you already can say, I put it out there. You know what it is. And she really had questioned that relationship, because she was like, I want to know if we are really exclusive. And he was like, no, girl, pump your brakes, slow down. We ain't doing none of that. We going to just be friends right now. But you know what? I got love for you. I'm going to still live with you. I'm going to come to where you at. And I'm like, girl, it was at that moment then. See, first of all, let me just keep it real with all of you right here. Everybody got a past, okay? In my past life, I would have never did this. Because I'm not messing with nobody locked up. Period. Period. But you know what? To each his own. You mess with him when he was locked up. You never went to go see him. And once you go see him, he gets released. And you want him to be your Prince Charming, your knight in shining armor. You don't even know him. And you made a fool out yourself with him up here crying on TV. For what? For him? Why, girl? Why are you crying over him? Because you know what? He was not worth your tears, boo-boo. And you sat there, you busted down, spread it wide for him. For him to act like he don't know you, he don't respect you. The next morning he gets up while you're tired and sleeping and drop out on your tail and went with his sister the whole day. He clowned you from day one. When he saw you, Shanta, he already knew he didn't want you. He knew when he was locked up, he didn't want you. But word on the street is that you and him is getting married. And you know what, baby? You two might make it because you will be the type of woman that will stay for the nonsense and the foolery. And you would tell the whole world he's a good man, Savannah. When it really ain't, he ain't a good man, Savannah. You should just go ahead, leave him where he at, and live your life. But we all know that's not going to happen because it was already reported in Sarcasm and all over the place. The two of you was getting married. And I just wish that you would have just paid attention more. But you know what? You one of those type of people who ain't going to pay attention. So let's go ahead. Let's talk about another person who don't pay attention and read the room. Kim and Joey. Kim. You look like a fool for real. You up here still married, Kim? And your husband refused to sign the divorce papers. Joey looks like he's still on drugs to me. I think he was still getting it when he was locked up. And then here we are talking about, oh, he's going to be a good dad for my two boys with my ex-husband, soon to be divorced husband. What is wrong with this cast? What am I watching? Why is this happening? We TV, when y'all went digging, y'all went to the bottom of the barrel. Can you bring us some more Mike and Sarah's back? Can you bring me back some cast members that really had me going? Because these two ain't it. Julian and Christine, Lord God, you two wasn't up there. And you know what? I did miss you guys that you weren't up there, but I'm going to just keep it real with the two of them. Julian, I heard that you got arrested for shoplifting, Julian, out of Walmart. Julian, Christine, I ain't trying to tell nobody how to break the law, right? But how Christine went from robbing a bank to you two stealing from a Walmart? You talking about dumbing down. I thought you would have went up, but y'all went down. And you know what? I'm only here for the entertainment purposes because I really don't want to believe that you two, you going to make it. But you know what the two you remind me of? You guys remember the old seasons of the show when we had, I believe his name was Clint, this guy, and Tracy. They remind me of Clint and Tracy. See, I had love when Clint and Tracy was on the show. I'm not going to lie to none of y'all. When they was on the show, I watched it for Tracy. God bless the dead. Tracy, I know you done went and left on this side of the world. But Tracy, I have really loved you on the show. And I was really praying for Tracy recovery. But that's who this couple remind me of, Julian and Christine. And I'm going to just be honest with you. We're going to go to the next couple. Bianca and Danielle. So this is a new couple, y'all. And you know I'm going to give my new couple review. But we just going to talk about the episode. But I'm going to break it down in another video because this one right here is special. So Bianca lives in Florida. And guess where Daniel live, everybody? Arizona. In prison in Arizona. Guess what? When he gets released, he's going to be stuck there for 90 days. And guess what Bianca going to do? Guess what would I call him Daniel or Daniel? Lord, please forgive me. It's Daniel. So guess what Bianca's going to do, y'all? Bianca is going to go to Arizona to be with Daniel. Yes, she's going to get a short-term lease on an apartment. Yay, Bianca. What a way to go. So Bianca is a young girl messing with this older man. She won some money from a car accident, a DUI, but we're going to talk about that another time for the simple fact that that's in my next video. And she spent all the way up to $7,000 that she believes so far. That girl probably spent more. She probably don't really want to know, y'all, I really OD'd on sending stuff to him. Have you looked at him, Bianca? And she already went to go see him, unlike the other person that we talked about early in the video. She been making trips to go see him. And she finally got a chance to talk to his parents on FaceTime. And honey, his daddy spoke to his parents on FaceTime. His daddy asked her, how mentally stable are you? Get it? So she was really offended by that. And you should be, because guess what? His son ain't crap, and he's basically telling me it's something wrong with you. And you know what? He ain't got to tell me something wrong with you. We all know it's something wrong with you because you was involved with a DUI, and that's why you almost lost your life. Your throat got sliced up and everything. You had to learn a lot of things over again. And you went purposely seeking for him. Well, guess what, everybody? This is the end of this segment of the video right here. I'm going to give you the full breakdown of Bianca and Daniel later. Bye.